Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. It is just us two again today. You know, one of these days we're going to be all three of us back together.
We'll get the gang back.
It has been a long time since all three of us have recorded. But, you know, Jaja, he's dealing with some stuff right now. He's in the middle of a move. So, you know, that's cool. We'll give him some grace, but he still gets a little bit of a shout out of shame because he said he was coming. Then he bowed out at the last minute. So, you know, that deserves a shout out of shame. Sorry, Jaja.
For sure.
James just doesn't want himself to have all the shout out of shames, but he's the real culprit.
Yeah. Shannon will get it next week.
No, I won't. I'm going to be here next week. James is going to get it next week. Watch. James is not going to be here again next week.
Me?
He's just not
I
talking.
got no plans next week.
Okay, we'll see. You know, if you are new to the podcast, make sure to subscribe. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or a podcast listening app of choice. But more importantly, you should go on over to our YouTube. Subscribe to us there. Give us a like on our videos. Give us you know, I understand it's hard to sit down and commit to watching something on YouTube because I have the same problem with the podcasts that I listen to that are telling people to watch on YouTube. I'm like, I don't have time to sit down and watch this. I get it. But, you know, go over there and subscribe. Give us a like anyway. We'd greatly appreciate it. Even if you watch just 30 minutes of the video portion of the podcast, that'll help us out tremendously. So thanks, everyone. We appreciate all the audio listeners so far. But yeah, go over to our YouTube channel and give us a subscribe. James, what have you... Well, actually, James was in New York this weekend, so we did a lot of nerdy things. And we'll talk about that. But before we talk about that, have you been doing anything else nerdy on your own time?
Yeah, I have.
All right.
Let me pull my list up here. Anime-wise, this week I only watched Gachiakata and One Piece. So the other things I was following week to week, they kind of ended. I'll be starting something new here. Well, starting a new thing to binge. Well, actually, I think One Punch Man starts today.
Yes, it does.
Or
well, today we're
starts
recording
pretty
on Sunday. So when you hear this, yes, it would have started on Sunday. Season 3 of One Punch Man is out. Yes.
Yeah, but I definitely need to do something to binge besides King of the Hill because that's all I've
Still watching that.
Yeah. But I did start watching Gen V, though. So I watched my mandated 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because I'm a man of my word.
I don't know what you're implying.
Shannon knows this.
Okay, and what did you think of Gen V?
It's pretty cool. It's not predictable, so I like that. Mm-hmm. There could be a few less Johnsons on the screen, but other than that, I think it's a pretty good show.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
There's a lot of male nudity in that show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yep, I get it. Yes. Well, yeah, The Boys is like very out there, and Gen V is also very out there. But overall, I enjoy the story a little bit better in Gen V than The Boys.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like I know where it's gonna go, but then at the same time, they throw a loop. Well, I mean, I'm only 2 episodes in, so things are still unfolding.
So you're saying you're gonna continue to watch it?
Most likely, maybe this will be what I binge instead
Look at
of
that.
a new anime. Yeah,
Yes,
so.
yes, you should.
It's only 8 episodes, so that's not
It's
bad
8
at all.
episodes, but there is a second season out, so
Oh yeah,
depending on
done?
how. It's almost done. So I think like this past, actually, is it finished? I think this past week was like episode 7, so it's almost done. If it's gonna be 8 again,
I might catch up and watch it live with everybody else.
by the time you catch up, it'll definitely be over, like season 2. So you can definitely just watch all the way through.
All right, well, challenge accepted. I'm gonna catch up before it finishes.
Okay, it might already be done.
It's already done?
Let me double check. No, let me double check. I just forgot what episode it's on. I have to watch this week's episode.
Oh, so it's coming out. The finale will be October 22nd.
Oh, so we have a few more episodes left. Never mind. We're good then. Oh, so you might be caught up just in time for the finale then.
I'll definitely be caught up.
All right.
October,
Well, look at that.
10 days.
I need y'all to take my recommendations more seriously. I feel like, what have I recommended that you guys haven't liked? I don't know. Nothing. I'm winning right now. I'm up in my rocks.
That dragon show?
Oh, House of Dragons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walking Sim. I don't even remember what that show was.
The Last of Us. Okay. I didn't recommend The Last of Us, did I?
Wait, you watch it, don't you?
No. I mean, I watched the first season. I forced myself to watch the first season. I did not watch the second season,
You
no.
didn't like it either, huh?
I don't like zombie shows, so it's very, right. I was forcing myself to watch it, but I was also actively traumatizing myself, so I didn't feel like doing that again. For the second season, so I did not watch it. Okay, fine, whatever. We can count those. But, again, don't understand why you don't like House of Dragons. It's great. Or Game of Thrones. Also, well, I understand why you don't like it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
You just
I'll
have
pass on
very
that one.
peculiar tastes, but it's a win
I
for
like
Gen
some
V.
action, mystery, and intrigue. But yeah, I think I'll get caught up in Gen V.
Nice, 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 nice. All right, cool. All right, what else have you been doing? Have you been playing anything?
Gaming, of course. Ghost of Yote, that's all I've been playing. I don't know how
Yep.
many hours I'm up to. The Yote 6, they are still living because I'm doing so much other stuff. It's like all the side stuff is just interesting to do.
Ooh, so you're
Like
doing
you'll
side
be,
stuff. Okay.
yeah, well, I mean, I usually do some side stuff and
Okay.
like if it's, nah, not all the games. Some of the games I just speed through, but Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yote for sure are doing the side stuff. But it's like distracting because you'll be on your way to doing something and then one of those yellow birds, it's like a Pathfinder kind of thing. And it's like, oh, there's this secret thing. And then it's like, well, I'm going to follow the bird to where the thing is. So you get distracted that way. Or then sometimes you get sidetracked in some other fights and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's really fun. So definitely my contender for game of the year.
Cool.
I'm having a ball. Yeah, they like improved everything from Ghost of Tsushima. So if
Okay.
someone were to say that Ghost of Yote is better than Ghost of Tsushima, I don't think they would be insane because it's like more of what we already wanted. They didn't change too much that it's not like you can't tell it's still a Ghost game, but like they just improved on all the right things. So story wise, I have no idea what's going on. Well, not I don't know what's going on. I didn't get far into the story. I know
I
what's
was
going
gonna
on.
say, what do you mean?
I didn't get very far into the story. So all the people you're supposed to get revenge on, I have not killed any of them. I have been fighting everybody else but them. Well, I mean, they all work together.
Oh, so you're doing a lot of side stuff, like a lot. Then it seems like.
I don't think I've done a single story mission once they gave me the open world.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
And how many hours? And you don't know how many hours you're in. Would you say that you're at least like double digits in?
I'm in like 15 hours in.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm running around trying to find new armor because everybody's been posting their armored kit get-ups. I was looking weak. I'm looking cool now, but I was looking weak at first, so I had to get some new armor.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Then you're game of the year contender. I don't know how I'm gonna feel if Ghost of Yote wins game of the year. I'm sure it deserves it too. But you know, my own
There's some
biases.
bangers out there.
It's a good year for gaming. It's true.
If it's not this or Eclair Expedition 33, I'm not going to say anybody got snubbed, but those are probably like the two front runners in my mind right now.
A lot of people. There's this game called Kingdom Come Deliverance, which I've never played, nor have I heard about, or I heard about it in passing. But a lot of people think that also might win, and I don't know. But I will agree if Ghost of Yote or Expedition 33 doesn't win. Somebody did get snubbed. I'll go ahead and say it. I'll be the one. It did.
Okay,
It
those
got
are Shannon's thoughts.
Those are my thoughts. If Death Stranding wins, I don't know. That just seems like
That would be crazy.
seems like pandering. I don't know, but yeah. So again, we'll see. Expedition 33 already got snubbed by the Joystick Awards by not even being nominated for Game of the
they
Year.
weren't nominated.
So I don't really like that. So we'll see how the rest of the award season goes. But yeah, is that all? That's all for you, James. Are you reading anything?
Yeah, manga wise, I got caught back up in One Piece. I was in like 2 behind, so that's not crazy. And then Chainsaw Man as well. I was 2 behind in that, so caught up on those 2. I want to start reading Dr. Stone again, but I did start reading my it's an actual book, Let the Games Begin. So it's a romance. So I read it actually to and from New York when I was on a plane.
Nice.
Yep,
Nice,
and then
nice.
my nerdy stuff that I did in New York. So we'll talk about that when we get there.
We will. We will talk about that right now. Sorry, my dog is like trying to get on the bed. Give me one again. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
Okay, I'll let you make a quick appearance on the podcast here. Say hi. Aw.
Oh wait, this is my first time ever seeing your dog.
Yes, this is Lady. She was whining. Now she's going.
She need to make an appearance. That's why you guys need to check us out on YouTube. You get to see the dog.
Yes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, what have I been doing? Okay, so my nerdy things this week. I started watching Gachiakuta, but I haven't gotten very far. I watched
time.
I know. Well, it's hard, guys. It's hard to find times to do fun things. Maybe if I become rich and win the lottery one day and I don't have to work, then I'll be able to just do. Oh no! Listen. Yes, become. Then I don't have to, work, and then I'll have time to do all the fun things I ever want to do in life, and none of the boring things like earn a living. What was I about to say? Yeah, so I watched Gachiakuta. I only watched 3 episodes though, so I'm not very far, but I'm definitely gonna watch more of it today. And yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I didn't know. I haven't been I know everyone's talking about it right now. It's like the hot new anime that's out, but I haven't really been I didn't really know anything about it, like story wise, what it was about or anything like that. So, I'm enjoying it so far. Again, I'm super
nice.
I'm super early on, but I like the story. It seems cool, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep watching it. How many is the season done, or is it still airing?
It's going 24 episodes.
Oh yeah, 24 episodes. Oh god, I have to catch up before it gets too out of hand. It gets too unruly for sure. Okay, so yeah, I watched that. I think that is the only anime I've been watching. I've only watched 3 episodes, but I think that's the only anime I watched this week. I was watching a playthrough of Silent Hill F from the Rad Brad, but the Rad Brad has completely forgotten about Silent Hill. Ghost of Yotei came out, and that's all he's been playing. And then he started playing Battlefield 6 and has not dropped a new part of Silent Hill F, so I don't know if he's going to finish it or not. He might not. Maybe it wasn't doing well enough in views, because, like, if things aren't doing well in views, then he's not going to continue playing it, because, like, why would you do that if you can make money playing get more views playing another popular game? So I might have to switch over to somebody else to watch somebody else's playthrough, because I do want to know how it ends, because I'm invested already. I'm like, I watched it like more than halfway through the game with him, so hopefully he posts another part. You should, if you're listening to this, Rad Brad, which, you might be, you should finish Silent Hill F. I was enjoying it. The story's a little out there, but I was enjoying it. And then, so Peacemaker just ended this week. I did not watch the season finale yet, though I'm going to watch it today, but the season 2 of the Peacemaker is over. And then I have to also watch Gen V this week as well, because I haven't seen that yet. So,
man, I'm about to pass you on Gen V.
That's so funny. I'm gonna watch it today, and then I'm caught up. I just didn't see this week's episode, so gotcha. Calm down over there, James. I don't know. Watch 2 episodes of a show in season 1, and then. But I want you to finish it, so I'm not gonna say anything. Yes, catch up. Pass me. That's great. I encourage that. But yeah, that's all the nerdy things that I did this week. James, you didn't even notice that I didn't give you back Astrobot. I'm surprised you didn't say anything about it when you were here this week. You did. You see? So I'm good. I'm clear to keep playing it for another couple weeks. And now I'll send it to you in the mail.
Gotcha.
Because I did not get a chance to play this week, if you haven't caught on to that. Again.
Not enough time in the day, huh?
I know. Sponsors, if y'all want to sponsor us, we can make some extra money. That'd be nice, because then I could play some more games, because I'd have time to do that. But yeah, so that's all the nerdy things I did in my spare time. We'll talk about this weekend. James was here. But before that, I guess another nerdy thing that I did, I went to Comic-Con on Friday only. I didn't spend a ton of time there because it was a bit of like a double feature. Like I went to Comic-Con during the day, and then we went to Athlos in the evening that same day. So yeah, Comic-Con was cool. I didn't get to like see a lot of panels. I went to a One Piece panel, and like, I don't know, I keep going to these One Piece things. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, so I went to a One Piece panel just because like that was when they released the signups for the panels. That was the only thing going on that looked interesting. That was within the time frame that I could spend at Comic-Con. So I went. It was pretty cool. The English voice actor of Brooks was there. He was moderating the panel. And then the English voice actor of somebody else that's a character in this arc that I forgot her name. She was also on the panel, but then one of the directors was on the panel, and then one of the producers was on the panel. So it was cool. It was cool to hear them talk about One Piece. Guys, I'm not a huge One Piece fan, just because. Not because I don't like One Piece. It's because I haven't watched it all. So.
Exactly. It hasn't consumed you yet.
Yeah. And I don't think it will. We'll see. I have decided that I will start. I decided yesterday that I will start watching it at some point. I'm gonna catch up on Gachiakuta first, and then once I'm caught up on that, then maybe I'll catch up on Gachiakuta, and then maybe I'll finish JoJo's. And then I'll watch One Piece. Oh, man, I don't really know.
Some peak to experience.
With that much content to have to consume, I don't really know when the best time to start watching One Piece is. Like, it's very overwhelming. So I'm going to watch it. I'm going to commit to it. But, just the order of which is going to happen I'm still trying to figure that out. So we'll see. I think I'm going to pick it up after all the stuff I've already read. I'm definitely not going to start from the beginning. So I think in the manga, I got up to I didn't get that far in the manga, guys. I'm up to like the part where they got swallowed by that whale, and that's still pretty early. So
pretty early.
Yeah, I'm gonna start from there though. I'm not gonna start from the beginning. Okay, and then so nerdy stuff that we did when James was here on Saturday. Today is Sunday. Wow, I'm losing track of the days of the week. Saturday, we went to Mercer. Well, we went to Athlos on Friday. That's a nerdy thing for James and our friends.
For sure, track and field.
Yes, they are track nerds. So I don't know if you want to talk about that at all, James.
Yeah, Athlos, very fun. It's an all-women's league started by Serena Williams and her husband. His name happens to be Alex Ohanian.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't call him her husband, because they were disrespecting him a lot on Friday.
Yeah, people, he doesn't get called by his actual name very often. But yeah, it's a league for women, about raising the equity of women's sports. So they have their own league dedicated to just women's sports. They get immediate payouts through Cash App. They're partnered through Cash App. So first place in the different races, well, and events too, because they have field events now, which finally field events is getting some love in track and field. But yeah, first place gets $60,000 pretty much on the spot through Cash App. So that's definitely a problem in track and field. Is sometimes they're on like net 90 paydays, so you might not get paid until months after you've actually competed. So
it's that freelancer stuff right there.
definitely, definitely tough. Also, along with winning, they get a crown by Tiffany. So instead of usually in track and field you get medals, it's a crown. So a Tiffany crown. So that looked pretty cool. But yeah, it's a good time. There were a lot of different celebrities there, so they're inviting celebrities out there to up the star factor. And then a lot of celebrities. Yeah, a lot of the celebrities that came through, they were like, hey, this is my first track meet I've ever gone to. And I think that's a good first one to go to, just because it's not kind of overwhelming, and it's short enough that you can kind of get a sense of how track meets go. But then also it's like they give you context into some of the races, because sometimes there'll be multiple heats of a different race. So like there'll be 100 different heats at 100 going, and you're like, wait, these people just ran the 100. Who actually won it? And then you gotta explain like kind of the rules. But here it's just one heat final of everything. So the race that you see is that's who's going to win. So there's no prelims, finals, all that. It's just one final. But yeah, Athlos super fun. I was seeing people online saying it looked boring, but in person it's the complete opposite. Like it's literally seems like a party. But I think it's hard to convey that via like a stream or something like that.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I feel like every sport, well, no, let me not even say that, but yeah, it was definitely fun to be there. Like the energy is very cool. I could imagine if you're just watching it like on a stream, then like that's why you would think it was boring, but the energy was very high, so it's very entertaining to actually be there. And yeah, there's like way more celebrity, because we went last year as well, and there's just way more celebrities there this year than there was last year.
Issa Rae showed up, Queen Latifah was there, Flavor Flav was there.
Who else? Sha'Carri Richardson was there. She didn't run, but she was there. Who else was
there? Noah Lyles and his
was there.
Fiance Janelle Brumfield, they were there.
Yep.
Well, these are just like track celebrities, but also who else? Gayle King was there.
She said
that was her first track meet she'd ever gone to. Suni Lee was there. It was celebrities far and wide from all different, I guess, sports, entertainment.
Yeah, different areas of stardom. For sure, they were there. Yeah,
and there was a performance by Sierra.
Yeah, Sierra was there. She performed. So that was cool. Last year was Meg Thee Stallion. It was Sierra this year. I've never seen Sierra perform live, so that was cool.
Me neither, now I think about it.
Yeah. So yeah, it was cool. It was definitely a fun event. I enjoy going to these things. So, even though I'm not I don't really follow track like that. Like I'm a very casual, minimal watcher, not like James and our friend Spivey. But I had fun. It was great. And I used to run track in high school. So that's hard to believe. But then, well, I ran track for 1 year in high school. I'll clarify that. And now I hate running, so it's really crazy. But
don't we all?
But it was cool to see the field of it. Like, I enjoyed seeing the long jump, just because when I ran track in high school, I also did some field events. Like, I did shot put for a little bit. I hated it, but I did it. So it was cool to see the long jump there and stuff like that, because that's not the norm.
Yeah, they don't usually show long jump. Even on televised track. So let's say the Olympics, they might show the highlights, but they typically don't show, long jump. And they also hosted long jump in Times Square the day before. So Thursday, they did long jump live in Times Square. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I didn't make that, but just a fun fact that it was out there.
That looks like it was cool to be at. So I was wondering how they were going to do that, but they actually set it up in the middle. That was cool. Yeah. So then on Saturday, we went to Mercer Labs, which is an interactive art exhibit in New York City. They have a One Piece exhibit that's running until November 9th, I believe. So we went to that, and that was pretty cool. I've never been to, it was definitely cool. If you've never been to Mercer Labs, to just go, especially if you're a One Piece fan, and experience it. 'Cause it was cool. It was a whole bunch of interactive, I don't even know how to describe what it was. Just
art installations.
Yeah, a whole bunch of interactive art installations with One Piece overlays. So it was pretty cool. So if you are in the New York area, you should definitely go check that out while it's still here. I don't know. Did you have a good time at that, James?
Yeah, I did. It was a lot of One Piece appreciation. Most of the things from inside the installation were from the most current or the most recent art. So it was Wano. Most of it was from Wano. So if you aren't caught up to Wano, you might not know who some of the characters are, or you probably just seen them, in passing. But like some of the characters that were on screen, like Momo as a dragon, so the pink dragon, you might be like, who's the pink dragon? But yeah, if you're not caught up to Wano, you might not know, and that actually might be a spoiler if you didn't even get to that part. So yeah, no, it was a good time, and then we got some free stuff. Well,
no. James got some VIP stuff. James got some free stuff because he bought a VIP ticket.
Yeah, VIP
I didn't buy a VIP
stuff.
ticket, but he also spent some money.
Yeah,
so did I actually.
With the VIP, you get these One Piece cards. So I don't know if everybody got the same card or it was like random draw. So I got One Piece card game, this and this. I'm not too familiar with One Piece card game, so
subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is another visual episode. Subscribe.
Oh, yeah. Check us out. And it also came with a lanyard, VIP lanyard, nothing to do with One Piece, but they give you this at the end. So that was kind of weird.
It was weird. How are you supposed to show off if you're a VIP if you don't have the lanyard beforehand?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And it's pinned. It just says
what is that?
EL.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You would think that like the VIP stuff for the One Piece installation would have more One Piece branded stuff. So it was kind of weird that it didn't.
Yeah, and we got some mochi. With the one, well, Shannon got some mochi too. Yeah, Shannon's a mochi fan.
I pay for it though. I pay for the mochi. I'm not a fan of ice cream mochi though. I'm just afraid. I'm a fan of. So I was eating the mochi stuff from around the ice cream, and then just not eating the ice cream part. But I'm a fan of like the regular mochi you can just bite into, not like ice cream mochi.
I had a cake batter ice cream mochi. It was pretty good. I liked it.
You liked it. But yeah, then we bought some stuff. So I don't know if you want. I don't know if you have your little things.
I got them here at the ready.
Okay, so do you have? I threw the boxes out. I don't know the company that's making these. It's like these like little like I saw these at Comic-Con. So I saw these at Comic-Con first. Like they had a display of them like underneath the Toei animation booth, and I was like, oh, these are cool. And then they were selling them at the Mercer Lab gift shop at the exhibit. So it's like these little like One Piece. I don't know. It's like a figurine.
Luffy 1/8 figurine.
Yeah, it's like a Luffy figurine, and it has like a print on it. It's a different one. So they sold it as a blind box. Blind boxes are so popular now. I'm starting to be over the blind box phenomena. So like I think were there 8 different ones that you could get plus a mystery one? I don't remember.
I think it was 10 total.
10. So 10 different ones that you could get plus the mystery one. I happened for the first time in my life, guys. I got a mystery one. Never happened before. So this is it right here. I don't know if you can see. Nope, the camera's not really picking that up. So, but it has a cool print on it. So I got 2. We all got 2 actually. And then like this is my other one. It has a whole bunch of like wanted signs on it. So it's like a cool print like figurine thing. They're right here on my desk. So they're cool. James has to show the ones that he got.
Yep. So I got this. This is a panel from Marineford. So if anybody watches One Piece, Marineford, they got the panels here. So mine happens to have some Whitebeard on it. Whitebeard is one of my favorite characters. Edward Newgate, real stand-up guy, kind of like myself. And then the one that I wanted more than anything else was this Zoro one. So it's a Luffy figure, but Zoro paint. So it's like so some of them they have a Nami one as well, and then they have I forgot the other character, but yes, they're not all prints. Some of them are character based. Yeah,
our friend really wanted Zoro also, and we all, unfortunately, the ones that we got all came from the same set. So only one of us was gonna get Zoro, and it was James.
Luck was on my side.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, those are pretty cool. I got 2 because they were like kind of inexpensive. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and it's all the more reason for me to commit to watching One Piece so I can actually.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I know enough. Desk. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
and
cool.
then
Actually, they had these installations were inside the thing too. So
yeah.
Well, they were larger. They were like so. This size, they're like
they had a bigger one, which I thought that they were selling. I thought that they were gonna. It would be cool if they were selling the bigger ones too, but I don't know if they are. If they were, they definitely weren't selling them in there. But the bigger ones are. They have like bigger size ones that they had in the exhibit. But yeah, it was a pretty cool experience. Again, I don't know. Like if you've been to Mercer Labs before, like I don't know if it's worth going again if you're a fan of One Piece. But I enjoyed it. I've never been to Mercer Labs, so it was cool that was my first time going. So. Yeah, definitely check it out if you're in the New York area. Oh, and just to go back to Comic-Con, I was very proud of myself. I only spent $30 at Comic-Con. It was crazy, and I definitely wanted to spend more. But I bought, when I was there, I bought this book, Cat's Eye, not to be confused with Global
the
Global.
K-pop group, right?
Yes, well, they're technically a pop They're an international pop group. It's not technically K-pop, but not to be confused with them.
K-pop fan.
What? But Cat's Eye. So this is like an old manga. It came out in like the 80s, I think. But they just made a new animated show that just came out on Hulu based on it. So there's, the books are resurging in popularity again. So I've been seeing this a lot online. So I saw it. Somebody was selling it at Comic-Con, so I bought it. It's pretty thick. Is
that the original series or the?
This is the original.
Oh,
I think this is the original. I am actually not sure if they like republish it. Let me see if it says when this was published.
Or the original artwork, I mean.
I think yes. This is definitely the original artwork because when you look at it, like this artwork is definitely very like retro.
80s style.
I don't know, like it's definitely very like retro kind of.
Oh yeah, that's a throwback.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to reading that. And I got that at Comic-Con. So after we went to Mercer Labs,
House.
We went to what is it? It's Konosha House. Yes. So they were doing a pop-up. Since we were in the area, I was like, let's just go because they're only in town for another week. So we walked up there. So Konosha House, they did a pop-up. It was like a manga library, plus like all these like they had all these different like manga like walls up with like different panels, like kind of exhibits thing. It was like a main focus on A Sign of Affection, Blue Lock, Attack on Titan. There was another one that I forget the name of.
Fire Force.
Fire Force. And then there was another one though. There was another romance one that was displayed, and I forgot the name of it.
Watoshi something.
Yeah. And Ghost in the Shell. Did I say that? Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So also if you're in the New York area, that pop-up's only going to be around until the 19th. So you should definitely go down and give it a look. If you like manga, you'll like really enjoy the exhibit. They have like a cool like manga library and like you can like sit down and like read. And then they have a little store there. The store is I forgot the name of the bookstore. I think it's Kiniokama is a bookstore that's like in Bryant Park. I go there a lot, so it's like their store. But yeah, they had a couple of photo opportunities. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then like they do events there every day as well while the pop-up is going on. Like they have like when we were there yesterday, they were doing like a screening of Ghost in the Shell, but they also have like manga like speed like friend like if you're like it's like a speed dating thing like but like for friendship like if you're into manga, so like you get to talk to different people that are into manga, so like that's cool. And they have like manga like book club stuff going on, so it's pretty fun, interactive, and it's there for another week. So you should definitely check that out for sure. And nice. I bought some stuff while I was there too. I bought all my omnibuses of A Sign of Affection, but I don't think this is not the complete set because A Sign of Affection is still ongoing. But yeah, I bought all 3 volumes of the omnibus that I think are out right now. So I bought like, I'm trying to see if I can like hold them up. This is the okay, cool. I'll show them one at a time. So yeah, I got volumes. So this is like volumes like 1, 2, and 3. And then this is 4, 5, and 6 that I got. And then 7, 8, and 9. Yes. I love omnibuses. They're like the only things worth buying because you get a lot out of them. And then you get to move on to the next one. I don't like buying like the individual volumes because they're so tiny. And I feel like you can literally read through it in an hour. So it's like super quick. So I like buying omnibuses because you feel like it's
and they're harder to find when you buy it individually. Like they don't always come in a complete set. So like even at my comic store, they might have missing like volumes.
Yeah.
And at the library, like when I go to the library, when I was reading Demon Slayer, like I had to get on a waiting list for certain volumes. It was crazy. Yeah,
I remember when I was a kid and like I used to go to Barnes & Noble to buy manga. It used to be so annoying because it's like, oh, I need book 3, but like book 3 is the only book that's not there. It's so annoying, yeah. So it's much better to buy it like in a completed set because as well as like manga volumes are what, like $13 now, and I could pay $22 for the whole omnibus. So that just seems like more of the move for sure. But yeah, so it was a fun weekend packed with very nerdy things. And now James is back home and he claims he's going to be home for a while. Quote.
Definitely.
Quote. So we'll see.
Home.
Plenty of time to do the nerdy things. Watching Gen V. There you go. I'm going to be reading. And watching and playing games. I have a lot of stuff to do.
It's fall season.
It is fall season. You know, I think I'm going to call out of work tomorrow just to catch up on my nerdy things. I may as well, right? For sure. All right, let's get into some nerd news. So in video game news, we're talking about, there's a lot of good games out, so good here for video games. Battlefield 6 came out this past week, and right now it was set to be, and it probably is, the biggest Battlefield ever. So just hours after launch, it had like 540 something thousand concurrent players on Steam, and now in total it's like 700 something thousand, right?
Yeah, so on actual launch it got over 740,000 concurrent players.
Yeah.
And the beta had over 500,000
Oh, the beta had, yep,
concurrent players. So this is a massive release.
Yes.
And this is only on Steam, so one
Only on
platform.
And I don't know why Steam is the only one that publishes their player numbers. Like Sony and Microsoft don't publish their player numbers. So I don't know what that's about. But yes, so it's now the second most played game on Valve's platform behind Counter-Strike 2. And it's the 14th most played game on Steam right now.
Just big numbers.
So pretty cool. Do you play Battlefield?
And this is opening weekend. No, I don't.
Okay. You've moved away from the shooters, I see. Just an RPG.
Yeah, we still gotta investigate that narrative.
If anyone's been listening to us for like the past several years, please corroborate this.
We gotta investigate.
Do my
this.
work for me, because I'm gonna have to dig through the archives. But if anyone's been listening to us since day one, then you'll know. You'll remember that James is a.
I did used to play a little Call of Duty Warzone, but the only game I played, it's a bit of a stretch.
Well, it was. I think it wasn't the only game you played, but like you only played shooter games, James. Definitely only played shooters. But it's fine. We talk about this every week. One of these days we'll validate it.
The truth will surface.
Yeah. I mean, so congrats to Battlefield. Yeah, it's doing pretty well in the numbers right now. I don't remember if Jaja plays Battlefield. I don't know. Jaja plays a little bit of everything, so it's hard to know. Okay, cool. And then in other news, James, I'll kick this one to you. I have a lot of thoughts about this story that I'll just
a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about this.
Yes.
So we got some inside deets. Ubisoft has canceled a post-Civil War Assassin's Creed game last year they canceled it, but yeah, it was set to come out. Well, it was in development, but there was a post-Civil War, American Civil War during the 1860s and 70s. So if anyone's familiar with history, you know what was going on around that time. Yeah, so it was going to be an Assassin's Creed game in that time period.
Yes, and it was canceled due to the political well, first of all, let's talk about what the game was supposed to entail. So it was supposed to hold on, sorry. Okay. So it was going to center on a black man who was formerly enslaved in the South and moved west to start a new life. He learned to be an assassin in similar style to other Assassin's Creed games, and then he would return to the South to fight for justice in a conflict that would, among other things, see him confront the emergence of the Ku Klux Klan. So, this game was canceled, and reports, because of the political climate that we're in. And it's a little interesting to me that, like, something that we can all agree that the Ku Klux Klan is bad, because there are still active Ku Klux Klan chapters in the world, if y'all didn't know that. I went to college in a town that had an active Ku Klux Klan chapter.
Same.
Yeah. So it's a little bit weird to me that, like, a character, like, the focus of a game that focuses on assassinating Ku Klux Klan members, why that would be considered problematic and too political. Are we saying that we shouldn't be promoting the elimination of Ku Klux Klan members? How does that read to you, James? Is that strange?
It reads they're afraid of backlash and people boycotting them. So,
but boycotting them for what? For taking down Ku Klux Klan? Evil Ku Klux Klan?
Putting politics into games.
We can all agree that Ku Klux Klan is pretty bad, pretty evil. So if you would have if you are somebody who would have been against this, side-eyeing you. That's a side-eye. It's a real side-eye. But, this is a political climate we're in right now, I guess, James.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because the people that would have been in outrage about this, they essentially got a W. So they're like, yeah, see, these type of games don't need to come out. So they're going to continue crying about games that are coming out that they don't want to come out.
Yep. And then people are going to just continue to bend to the rules. But
bend to their will.
Yeah. But you know what the problem is with that? Sorry, I don't want to get too political on this podcast, but I'm going to for 2 seconds. The only thing that can be done right now to kind of help us, like, we the people are the only people that can do anything about the current political situation that we're in. So when companies choose to do games like this to, like, showcase, stand up, maybe say something about maybe make a commentary about what's going on right now is bad, or like what happened before is bad and we should not steer back in that direction, which we kind of are. When companies decide to pull things like that, then you're just conforming to the atrocities that are happening right now today. And it makes you spineless, and it doesn't help us. It doesn't help. So that's what I'm going to say about that. Just something to think about. Yeah. If this is true at all, which, some active and I think former Ubisoft employees have said this, but obviously they're not allowed to talk about it. So identities have been kept secret. So there's no reason to believe that this is not true. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing. We shouldn't.
Yep. There's censorship going on. Well, not even censorship. People are just scared of what people are going to say about games that come out. And this is even like an egregious example of a game that would come out. Like there's some games coming out. They're like, all right, who greenlit this? But like this is like a historical, like
this
these
historical?
things actually happen. It's based on historical events.
Historical,
such as there's a game.
Crazy.
It's a game called Wolfenstein. That's based on it's an alternate history of World War II. But I mean, you follow the main characters like battling against the Axis powers, which includes the Nazis. So like that game was able to come out and there wasn't like crazy backlash. But I mean, the main character happened to be white in that one, so maybe that's the difference maker here. They didn't feel like there would be too much backlash from the. When did this come out? I think it first came out. Well, there was a reboot in 2001, but it came out on like PS4, I think. So it wasn't too crazy long ago.
But everyone's afraid of backlash now and like their bottom line. But like, it's a little bit annoying. But I just, there should have been no backlash around this. And if there is, then, I would side eye anyone that had a problem with it.
There's always just the option to not play the game.
There is. Like, if you don't want to assassinate clan members or you don't want to like be in that scenario, then I guess like you don't have to play it. But also like side eye, or if you don't want to play as a black character, that's on you. Whatever. Anyway, if people's lives choose to be boring because they only want to play cookie cutter games with white characters in a cookie cutter world, then go ahead. That doesn't sound very fun though. I don't know. Anyway, that's what's going on. That's what's going on in the Ubisoft world. Nothing really to come from that, except for the game is canceled now. So whatever their next Assassin's Creed game is, I'm sure it's going to be more politically tame. In better news, though, more fun news. Everyone's favorite game, except James, Expedition 33. Well, let me not say that. It wasn't for him. It's okay, but he appreciates it.
It was a cool game.
Expedition 33 has officially sold 5 million copies. And it's been when did that game come out? Like 5 months ago? 5, I think. Yeah, something like that. Has sold 5 million copies. So roughly 1 million copies a month. Good for you, Expedition 33. And as a thank you, the devs have announced that we are getting a free DLC. It's going to feature a new dungeon, new enemies, new bosses, and new costumes. So that's pretty cool. And it's pretty exciting because people have been wondering like if we're going to get like another game, a sequel, a prequel. So it's cool that we get like DLC to hold people over, bring people back into the game for a little bit, like those that have beat it. I've actually thought about playing it again just because it was so good. And I've watched a couple playthroughs now. Like again, like I haven't played turn-based games really, so like the strategy behind it was pretty lost on me when I played through it, and I had to like watch some videos, but like I kind of have like a better understanding of how to play now, and I definitely want to try to play it again with more strategy than I had before. So, and I never played through the second ending, so I kind of just want to play it again just to do the second ending. Yeah, but
shout out to the devs for making this new content free as well.
Yes. I'm not surprised. They've been great. So when Expedition 33 came out, it was only $30. We love that. And like definitely the quality of that game, they could have definitely charged more for it, but they charged $30, which was reasonable. And now we're getting free DLC. So thank you, Sandfall Interactive. Y'all are great. Continue to make great games at affordable prices for the players.
5 million copies later.
Yeah.
I think they see, all right, we made plenty of money. We can give them more content.
Yep. So they released like a teaser image of like, it looks like a kid's bedroom. And then we see a drawing of SKA, and I'm going to assume that that's Verso. I'm not sure. I can't see. But yeah, so we're not really sure what it's going to be about. We're not really sure when it's coming out either. Like they didn't give a release date. So, but it's something to look forward to for sure. Definitely a reason for you guys to pick up Expedition 33 again. Get back into the world. Play it.
Yep. And the studio said they're still interested in making more things. So not just more Expedition 33, but just more games. They said they have more ideas in the tank. So
yeah,
I
well, they definitely should.
A good studio, they can make good games. I think people will trust them with different IPs as well.
Yeah, you can't just drop a game like that and then disappear from existence. You have to make more games, right? You gotta, but I wonder if they feel a lot of pressure to like live up to the success of Expedition 33. Because it really was a great game.
Yeah.
It was
I'm sure
very
it's
well
probably mixed in
received.
the studio. Like some people are probably on edge, but some people probably are like, oh no, we know what we're doing.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah,
probably give them. I mean, some people gave them the confidence of like, okay, we're on the right track. But then some people are like, how are we going to top this? But
right.
I mean, do you necessarily have to top it? Like you have your core fan base now. Like there's people that are just fans of the studio now. So I mean, they just want whatever you guys are going to put out. Of
Yeah,
course, don't put out any slop, but
yeah. I'm like, you can't put out trash games, but no, I see what you're saying. Like,
every game won't always be for everybody. Like you can't chase that dragon of we got to sell 5 million copies in 5 months every time.
yeah, it's true. But still, I get that too. But I could also understand the fear of like wanting to do as well. Like if they release another game and it doesn't do as well, do they consider that a failure? I don't know. But yeah, sorry, were you gonna say something?
Well, I was going to say since it's still a small studio, I don't think they have the pressure of we need to make X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
So like they
That's
can
true.
still do what they want. They have creative liberty still of like, all right, let's just make what we want to make versus let's make X amount of dollars from this thing.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, they have all the support now. People know what they're capable of, so y'all should feel very empowered to make another game because people are going to be waiting for
Be
that.
proud of what you've put out.
Yes, for sure. In other video game news, we kind of talk about how like console sales are like going down because things are getting too expensive. But in interesting news, video game consoles are selling 12% more in the US this year than last year, which is an interesting statistic.
Yep.
But that is that mainly because of the prices of the consoles, or like what do we attribute that to?
I mean, some of it is definitely this tariff stuff that's going on. So console prices have just increased generally. But I mean, even before that, just the price of goods to create consoles was already increasing. So that led
Yeah.
to some of the increases as well.
Yeah. Also, spending was up because of the release of the Switch 2 as well. So that probably pushed it up a little bit.
There was a new console out there to buy.
Yep. There's about to be another new console out when the Xbox ROG launches in like 2 days or 1 day. I think it comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, average sale price of a console, well, video game hardware, they're calling it, is $453 per unit. So anyone looking to get a console, it's on average going to cost you about $453.
It is. It's a pretty penny. And you know what else is a pretty penny? The games that you have to buy to make the console worth it.
For sure. Because also in this study, they showed that more than half of U.S. gamers, so they said, I want to say 60%, buy 2 or less games per year.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because like, and it's true to think about. Like when I think about like how many games I bought last year, I don't even know. Did I buy anything last year? I don't like. It's so crazy. It is crazy to think about what came out last year. Did Final Fantasy come out last year? Like Rebirth?
That might have been last year.
I think that was the only game I bought last year. So that's kind of crazy. So I think that that's definitely true. Like I think the average gamer, definitely, I would call myself maybe a little bit of like a below, like I would call myself an average gamer. And like I bought like 1 or 2 games last year. But this year I've already bought, I think I bought 3 games this year. So I'm up from last year. I guess that also just depends on what's coming out. But yeah, how many games did you buy last year, James? Do you know?
I want to say like 3. So I know Black Myth Wukong for sure.
Yeah.
If Final Fantasy did come out last year, I definitely bought that last year. I happened to buy, well, Horizon, I think I was playing that this year. So yeah, I don't think I ended up buying it last year. So yeah, this year I want to say I bought 3 games already.
Yeah. I think
But yeah, I mean, it's just not a whole lot of games that I want to buy. I mean, price wise, that's what you think when you say 3 games, that's $210 already. So
I know. Like I want to play Ghost of Yotei, but like I also don't want to spend money right now. I don't want to spend $80. Is it 7? It's 70. I don't want to spend $70 right now on a game. So I can definitely see that. Like it is very expensive.
yeah, and these are, well, most of the games I buy happen to be, full price like console games. But as I get more into PC gaming, I'm sure I'll pick up more indie games. So
Yeah.
those will help out a lot. Wait, you bought Expedition 33, right? So
Oh yeah. So I was counting that. So I bought Expedition 33 this year. I bought Assassin's Creed. I bought South of Midnight. I forgot about that. That was this year also. Yeah.
Same, yeah.
What else? I think that was it. So yeah, those are the 3 games that I've bought so far this year. Yeah.
Okay, above average numbers.
Yeah, but it also like a good year. Like a lot of stuff released this year. It also just depends on like what's going on.
It's a great year.
Yeah, it's a good year for gaming.
This is not the same study, but I read another study. I didn't link it, but it said the number of women owning PlayStation consoles it has increased by over 3 times since the PlayStation 1. So I want to say PlayStation 1. It said 12% of women owned a PlayStation at that time, but now it's up to like 46%.
That's great.
Women are playing games, so I don't
women
know
are
what you
playing
guys
games.
are upset about.
Men are mad because women are entering the gaming space. I look around like there's so many like women like streamers now, like streaming games. Like it's great. It's great.
Yep.
Women
and
are
they play all
gaming.
different genres too. So yeah, it's not just they think women play The Sims and cozy games, but I mean there's women playing RPGs, sports
It's a
games,
toxic line of thinking, y'all. Anyway.
Call of Duty. Yeah, they play everything.
Yeah. Women are up in gaming, so that's great. And I need the men to not be.
Yeah. That's also why there's representation of women in these games.
Thank you. Yes, I need the men to stop being toxic. Okay, don't be toxic gamers. All right, embrace it.
Yeah,
it's great. That's a great stat. Thank you, James, for sharing that.
Of course.
All right. Anything else in video game news before we move on to some TV movie news?
Nah. Hey, if y'all got Ghost of Yote, let me see your builds. Let me see what outfits y'all rocking.
Yes, I've seen a lot of cool outfits like from the clips I've seen on social media. I was like, this is cool. I want to play this game, but I'm gonna get around to it eventually when I feel like I have money to spend on it. All right, so we got a lot of Marvel news out of Comic-Con this weekend. So one of the big things, we got a release date for X-Men 97. We're gonna get that in the summer of 2026. Actually, Marvel has a lot of stuff coming out next year. It's a busy show year for Marvel and movie year because Doomsday is coming out next year and like several other things. So this was a very slow year for Marvel, but 2026 is going to be a big year for Marvel. Very excited for season 2 of X-Men 97. That was a great property for Marvel and it was very, very popular. So it's season 2 is coming out next summer and it was already renewed for season 3. So that's good news there. We'll see a continuation of the story. We also got a trailer, like an actual trailer for Wonder Man. Did you watch the trailer?
I did.
Okay. I have no contextual knowledge about Wonder Man. Like, I don't know him from the comics.
I know nothing about Wonder Woman at all.
So the trailer was a little confusing to me because I was like, what is this show about? Did you also feel that way?
It was like fourth wallish. It was like the trailer is about someone auditioning for a movie.
Yes.
Which, I mean, I guess that's Wonder Man's character. But yeah, I don't know anything about Wonder Man to know what his story would be about. So yeah, it looked like they pretty much showed him auditioning for a movie, like a movie role.
Yeah. And what's his face is in this? He was in Iron Man and he was in Shang-Chi. All right, hold on. So I'm just going to read his origin story really quickly for those of you who are not familiar with Wonder Man. So Wonder Man origin story involves Simon Williams, the son of a wealthy industrialist whose family business was struggling against Stark Industries. After being imprisoned for embezzlement, he is freed by the Enchantress and experimented on by Baron Zemo. Zemo uses iconic rays to give Williams super... This doesn't sound like anything that was going on in the trailer.
Yeah, we got no glimpse of his power set, anything.
Zemo uses iconic rays to give Williams superhuman abilities, turning him into Wonder Man and manipulating him to infiltrate the Avengers. But Williams eventually defects to the heroes. What? Okay. Okay. I don't know what this has to do with anything. I guess we just have to watch it to find out. But this very much does not look like what the trailer was portraying. That seems pretty, I guess we'll watch it and find out, James. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. This one, I'll definitely watch the second trailer. Because after the first trailer, I mean, I wanted to watch it just because I was curious as to, who Wonder Man was. But I definitely need to see a second trailer because now I need to know what I'm getting myself into. Yeah.
And now I'm even more confused. But yeah, Wonder Man comes out on January 27th. So just a couple months away. And that's going to be 8 episodes. Interested to see how, I mean, all of Marvel shows have been 8 episodes or less with the exception of Daredevil and She-Hulk. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what kind of story there is to tell in 8 episodes.
I know they put some money on this because they got Yahya Abdul-Mateen, so I know he does not come cheap.
Yep. So I'm assuming 8 30 to 35 minute episodes, which again is not the right formula. Marvel, y'all need to make some longer episodes. 8 35-minute episodes is not enough to tell a story, especially the story of a new character. But what can you do about that now? Whatever. Daredevil Born Again, we talked about this, but that's coming. That's coming out in March. That's coming out March of 2026. So I think Comic-Con saw a trailer for that, and I don't think that they released that trailer to the public yet. And then fans also got early footage from Vision Quest, and Vision Quest is supposed to come out in 2026, but we don't know when in 2026. So that's another 2026 property. I don't know, was it you I was talking to or Jaja I was talking to? Oh no, I think it was Jaja when I said I completely forgot about Vision Quest, and I don't really know if I'm excited for it or not.
I think, I am, just because it has Ultron in it. I happen to like Ultron a lot.
Yeah.
In movie form. In Marvel Rivals, he's all right. But
it's
movie form, I like Ultron.
It's going to be connected to Agatha All Along, which you didn't watch. Are you going to watch Agatha All Along?
Oh, snap. I didn't watch that. Nah, I probably won't. Just show me Ultron.
Okay. Fair enough. Maybe watch it like a all you need and everything you need to know video, because just so you know who the characters are that are going to be showing up in this. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a cool year for Marvel. So hopefully Marvel can execute well so that they can be like back in there competing with DC, who, DC is launched and they're going to be putting out more stuff soon. So we'll see. We'll see what happens to Marvel.
Yeah. Well, DC has a black hero going on right now too with Mr. Terrific. So now we got Wonder Man. Well, is Wonder Man a hero?
I don't know. I'm confused. It sounds like he started off as a villain, but then he became a hero, according to this origin, the comic origin. I don't know. Someone comment below and tell us if you're familiar with
someone more informed.
Yeah, more informed than us, because I have literally no clue. But yeah. So we have all of these shows, and we have Doomsday, and we have Spider-Man coming out next year from Marvel. So it's gonna be a good Marvel year.
That means you got to get caught up in One Piece before next year.
Why? Why does that mean that? There's no way I'm going to get caught up in One Piece before next year. Like, I'm not going to I have to pace it out so that I don't become sick of it. You know what I mean? There's too much to watch.
Some would argue there's not enough One Piece to watch.
I don't know who would argue that.
I would.
One Piece has been on longer. Has One Piece been on longer than we've been alive?
I don't think so. I don't
think so. It started in like 1999?
Somewhere around there, right?
1999. Yes, October 20th, 1999. So almost, but not quite. How long do you need to watch One Piece? Well, it's over 400 hours to watch all of it.
Okay, it's not bad.
So I got to do some math. Okay, watching 5 episodes a day would take 6.5 months to get through, and I'm not watching 5 episodes a day, so it's gonna take me.
Because you're watching 10 episodes a day.
10 episodes a day would take 3.5 months. That 10 episodes a day, absolutely not. Well, let's see how long. 10 episodes a day, how many hours is that? Because that's 22 minutes if you're skipping the intro and the outro. That's 220 minutes divided by 60. That is 3 hours a day, 3.6 hours, basically 4 hours a day committed to One Piece. I don't know where anyone has the time to do that. So I'll be watching 2 episodes a day, and it'll be taking me a year, basically. So
it's quite a while.
That is quite a while.
Until you get hooked, and you're like, all right, I can't stop at 2 today. And then some days you'll add some more.
But I'm going to start a little bit later, so it might take me a little bit less time since I'm not starting from the very beginning.
This is also true.
I might start from the very, who knows? We'll see. I'm not going to actually. But yeah, that's a long time. And it's going to keep coming out, so it's going to take me longer because I'm going to have to catch. I'll document this as I go along. We'll see.
Well, I mean, you'll be plus 13 on them because 1 episode comes out a week, but you'll essentially be watching 14 in a week.
When's the season going to be over?
Oh yeah, and then some random weeks they have no episode.
Okay, but what?
Oh, there's no season. It just always comes on.
It just always comes on? What?
Year round.
Oh, and they just came back from that 6-month break, right? Oh, yep. Dang. This is so crazy. Why don't they follow a season format? Why don't they have seasons?
It's too good.
What?
You gotta keep dropping bangers.
Oh my god, that is so crazy. All right, whatever. Anyway, we also got a teaser trailer for season 4 of Invincible, which was not really, it was the definition of a teaser trailer. It was a cute little, Mark and Eve just having banter about stuff from last season and about how Mark is always losing fights, which is true. Nothing really about what we're gonna see in the next season though. But that is coming out. When's that coming out? Is it also coming out in March? March, I think.
I don't know if it shows, but yeah, if you're familiar with Invincible, oh yeah, March 2026.
Yep, March. Okay.
Yeah, this how they do their this how they do all their teasers for the next upcoming part. Because I remember he was having a conversation with a different character in like a restaurant booth like this.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good. It's glad to I'm glad that Invincible's coming out on like a regular basis. We're not waiting like years and years for Invincible to come out. So it's exciting stuff. Next year, there's gonna be a lot of content to watch next year, and that is what I'm gonna be doing to disassociate from reality. So I'm excited. We also got a Night of the Seven Kingdoms teaser trailer, which I actually didn't watch. So I'll have watched that next week, and I'll talk about it with Jaja since I know James doesn't care about this at all.
Yeah, I just clicked. I was like, I don't even know what this is. Game of Thrones. Yeah, let me exit it. Let me remove this from my YouTube history. Don't be showing me no Game of Thrones suggestions.
God forbid the algorithm just shows you more Game of Thrones stuff. Yes, so I'm not super excited about this show. Somebody in the comments was like, I'm excited to watch 6 episodes and then wait 3 years for more. Very true. Very on par for HBO shows. I mean, I'm gonna watch it because, like, I enjoy Game of Thrones. I'm a Game of Thrones fan. But yeah, I'm just not too excited about this particular show. There was like a Jon Snow spinoff that they were supposed to make that got canceled, and I was more interested in that. But whatever. This is what they decided to do. That's cool, I guess. But that's coming out. Do we have a release date for that? Let's see. January 18th. A couple months.
Okay.
Game of Thrones fans have that to look forward to. Yeah. All right. James, is there anything else going on? Any anime news? I don't think so.
Nah, One Punch Man is coming back.
Yeah.
Gachiaka's still cooking. Wait, something else is coming back too. My Hero is coming back as well.
Didn't it come back already? Did it start?
Oh, it's already back?
I think so.
Maybe I'm behind.
You might be. You might have missed that first episode.
Crunchyroll today.
What is it, season 7?
I believe season 7.
No.
Yeah.
No.
6?
It's not. No. Is it season 8?
I don't see it on Crunchyroll.
October 4th, it came out.
Oh, it already did.
Yeah, it's season 8. Season 8, everyone.
Wait, it's not on Crunchyroll? Because why is it not on my front page?
It says the season can be streamed on Crunchyroll. I think Crunchyroll's been kind of weird with like what it's been. I feel like it hasn't been pushing like new stuff to the front. At least for me, I've noticed that. And I like you just said you don't see it, so that's weird.
Well,
yeah, it's definitely on there though.
The stuff that I'm watching, yeah. First things are like what I've been keeping up with. Oh, yeah, 2 episodes out already.
Yeah, it's there. Yep, 2 episodes out. James got some catching up to do.
Yep, for sure.
All right, well then, anything else done before we wrap up for this week?
There's a Chainsaw Man movie coming out too.
Oh my god, there's a Chainsaw Man movie coming out. Jossie wants me to go see it with him because nobody else that he knows watches Chainsaw Man. I also don't watch Chainsaw Man. I told him I would try to watch it before next week. Or like, it comes out in 2 weeks, I think. I told him I would try to watch it before it comes out. So I have to watch that. That's the first thing I need to watch.
I think it drops on the 23rd.
Yeah. I've watched a couple episodes of Chainsaw Man. I just stopped watching it though, but I will try to watch that, even though I'm not super interested. And then
Chainsaw Man.
So I can go see the movie, except for when the manga got weird.
It did for a little while. Got kind of weird. It will put Gen V to shame.
Okay, so I will try to watch that. So that's the first thing I need to do. I have a lot to catch up on. Great. Okay, great. So if there's nothing else, but yeah, that movie comes out in a couple weeks. If there's nothing else, once again, thanks for supporting and listening to the podcast, all of our audio listeners. If you can find it in your spare time, to just head over to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe. Check us out for all the visual things that we show on the podcast. You can watch it on YouTube. Sure. Yes. But then, in addition, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Blerdsnerds. Follow us on TikTok, Blerdsnerds_pod. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your podcast listening app of choice. Email us, blerdsnerds@gmail.com, if you're a creator of color in the nerd space that wants to come on to talk about their work. And yeah, that's it. Overall, just thanks for supporting. Tell a friend about the Blerdsnerds podcast. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.